It's alright.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yo guys, what is up? Moxsy here with another Borderlands 3 video, and today I am so excited to share with you guys the results and the winners of the hashtag Takedown challenge. Now this event ran from the 16th to the 30th if you don't know about it, and I restricted a ton of meta weapons and meta class mods to inspire people and to try builds and weapons that they hadn't used before. There was a creative category and a speedrun category, and today we'll be sharing you guys some of the fastest runs I've ever seen in the Takedown and some of the most creative builds. So excited to get into it. Before we do that, three things I need to say. One, shout out to everyone that helped with this event. This was not a sole effort by me. A lot of members of the community came together to make this possible. We had over 90 submissions for this actual event. Shout out to Killer6 for helping me with this event and giving me guidance with it. Shout out to Spire and a Bird for double checking and making sure that every winner here wasn't using any modded gear. Shout out to my Discord mods. Every one of them played a huge role in making this happen. Next, there were some runs that were disqualified. There were some people using modded weapons that had small mods or missing parts that we had to disqualify. The people that were doing it had no idea, and it really sucks, and it's an issue in this game where a lot of modded weapons are going around that don't look modded and you never know it look modded. We went into the game files and checked every possible weapon part for all these weapons and gear and made sure that everything here was legit. So rest assured, all of the winners here that are receiving money are using legit gear. Speaking of money, the prize pool here was $1,500. The first place winners will be getting $250. The second place winners will be getting $100. The both creative prizes are going to be getting $50. And the winner, the fastest run of a US-based runner, will be getting Killer6's diamond loot chest, shown here by Killer6. Very nice of him to donate this for us. Lastly, I am on the road to 50k subscribers. 63% of my viewers aren't subscribed, so if you want to help me out reach that goal, if you want to hit subscribe, it would be amazing and greatly appreciated. Thanks so much, guys, and with that, let's get into the video. So I'm super happy with the results here. There was a very big meta that arose using launchers, because obviously launchers are really powerful and there's ammo things to get in between. So launchers did play a prominent role in this Takedown challenge, but there was also a bunch of other cool, unique guns featured that I was really happy to see. Most everyone used a snowdrift relic to increase their speeds. Some people used the crater SMG to give them more movement speed. A lot of cool strategies employed by a lot of amazing speedrunners. And with that, let's get right into it. Coming in the second spot on Moze, we have Haters. Haters ran a 829 on Moze using a Scoville, which is the awesome weapon. Pretty underrated, really powerful. Scoville, Scourge, a Protuberance, and a Bloodletter Deathless. Both Mozes here ran Bloodletter Deathless setups. Really cool to see. I wasn't sure what Moze class mod would top this challenge, but congrats to Haters for the second place Moze run, smashing the Moze competitions at 7:57. More than 30 seconds faster was James Zeroni with a 7:57 Moze run using a Scourge, Protuberance, and Bloodletter Deathless. Awesome run by him and some cool strategies he employed. Make sure to check out all of these runs. Every single run here, guys, will be in the description if you want to check out the runs. If you guys want to go support these runners, I definitely recommend doing it. All of them deserve the love and attention. Now, switching over to Amara, we have in second place Launcher, who used a carrier with multiple element setups. Carrier spawns multiple elements. The carrier was used really well with this. So was the Queen's Call and King's Call in this challenge. Really awesome to see. Now, just side note, I did post a carrier build, but this run was posted way before I posted my carrier build. So nothing going on there. So congrats to Launcher with the 750 run on Amara. Now for first place with Amara, we have Glice. Glice used a stagecoach and a Scoville and a conference call. Both of our Amara players and a lot of other players used conference calls for the Wotan fight. It appears that the conference call is an absolutely awesome substitute for the Cutsman. So if you're getting bored of the Cutsman and you want to try out a new weapon that shreds Wotan and a lot of other bosses, make sure to use the conference call. Really cool to see it spotlighted here. Next, we have Zane. Now, I was a little worried about Zane because we took away his Seeing Dead class mod, but these two Zane players made the Zane army very proud. Coming in the number 2 spot, no surprise to see him winning this challenge, is Thick Fillet using a Kill-A-Wisp, which was really cool, a Scourge and a Nukem. Both of these Zane players used the Antifreeze class mod, which gives you bonus damage while sliding or jumping, and they used it to an awesome effect. They took full use of it, and they used Nukems and Scourges. Both of them were running a very similar setup where they went full blue tree, a little dive into the red tree, and we're using barrier but with no augments on it, and using barrier and clone. So really cool to see. Very, very fast build. Now, number 1 on the Zane spot with an absolutely ridiculous time was Garwood with a 507 run on Zane. 507 is insane, and that wasn't even the fastest run for this takedown challenge. Make sure you check out these runs because they're really cool. Next, we have Flak. Now, Flak really did well in this competition. I thought, seeing those Zane runs, that no one was going to beat him, and there was only one person on Flak that was able to beat the Zane runs. But before we get to that run, we have the number 2 spot on Flak was Thomas the Train with a 612 run. Absolutely insane, using a Stalker class mod, a Lump, a Queen's Call, and a Nukem. Really awesome run by him. The Queen's Call was used by a lot of players to defeat Wotan's bottom half. It works really well because this big crit spot is open and you can spawn a ton of projectiles and get lifesteal from using it. So really cool to see that spotlighted. Next, we have the number 1 run by Rhettore, running sub 5 minute takedown run. Sub 5 minutes is absolutely insane. Make sure to go check out this run in the description if you guys want to go see this. Using the Stackbot class mod in conjunction with a Stagecoach, and then switched it for his Wotan fight to a Dede class mod. He used a Nukem and a Scourge throughout, and his Nukem shot on Wotan to finish the run out was absolutely insane. We're going to play that clip now. Rhettore, however, does not live in the US. The next fastest run is by Garwood on Zane, who also does not live in the US, and the next fastest run after that is by Thick Fillet, who also does not live in the US, but has a US address and is moving back to the US. So he is winning the Killer 6 loot chest, diamond loot chest. Congrats to Thick Fillet. Super, super awesome. With that, we are moving into the creative builds. Now, the winners of the most creative build is obviously subjective to me, and I was the one who made the decisions of who won the most creative build. I was looking for something I hadn't seen before, an item I had never seen utilized well, a mechanic I had never seen before. Both of the winners here really surprised me and showed me something I hadn't seen before. There was a lot of creative submissions, a lot of really awesome builds. Thank you all to showing me your creative builds. I really do appreciate it. Now, there isn't a first place and a second place. Both of these winners will be getting $50 for their creative builds, and the first creative build winner was Lazy Data. Awesome content creator doing a woodblocker speed run in 23 minutes. using the most OP meta weapon. If you don't know the wood blocker, it is hot garbage, but Lazy Data actually made it look good, running a takedown on Amara with a ties to the bind build. Now the wood blocker's biggest issue is ammo. Lazy Data was using a cut purse launch pad to slam enemies to get back sniper ammo, which I had not seen before. Very, very creative use and solving an issue that is very large for that weapon, and also making it look good. So shout out to Lazy Data for the wood blocker speedrun. Someone had to do it. Someone had to do it. Of course it was Lazy. And next we have Crazy Killer 235 coming in with a absolutely crazy grenade Moze build. Now grenade Moze doesn't sound super creative, but when you see what this guy did with it, I was really impressed and shocked at this. So he used the gas call grenades, which are really awesome looking grenades. They spawn green skulls that seek out enemies. He was using that with a Zetsiv's Eruption. Zetsiv's Eruption on reload debuffs enemies, and he was using the Zetsiv's Eruption and throwing grenades to cancel the Zetsiv's Eruption animation, sending out debuff projectiles every time he threw a grenade. He was able to continually throw grenades with his setup and not run out of ammo, and also debuff enemies around him constantly in conjunction with a Flesh Mount the Deathless for bonus corrosive damage and stacking corrosive damage. This build ripped through the takedown on a grenade Moze in around 12 minutes, which was crazy. Really, really awesome build from him. Make sure to check out both of these creative builds as they're very entertaining. With that, guys, we are wrapping up the video. Make sure to check out these content creators. If you enjoyed this takedown challenge and you want more content, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. This was my first time ever running a community event, and I learned a lot of things. I did have some mistakes, and I tried to make up for any mistakes that I had. This wasn't easy by any chance, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the challenge if you did run it. I would love to do more of these in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
Inside my own world of make-believe, kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who hurt